Blake Production.
Yo, what is poppin' with the Wonderfi squad? So we're looking at Wonderfi Technologies. I just want to kind of address and put forward, I haven't posted too much about Wonderfi. People have been asking, like, yo, are you still bullish? What are your thoughts? Blah 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 blah. My opinions definitely changed a lot on Wonderfi. Majority of my thoughts were wrong in terms of thinking that they're going to be a leader in terms of being a crypto equity. I was kind of wrong about that. So I switched my stance because there's other crypto equities that are performing substantially better than Wonderfi. So from my perspective, it's like, okay, do I accept that I was wrong on my overall thesis? Again, it might not be wrong. It just might hit later than some of the opportunity that's happening right now. So from my perspective, it's like, do I stay wrong right now, or do I take advantage of other opportunities? And of course, I'm going to take advantage of the other opportunities that are currently available. For just quickly name a few, there's Galaxy Digital, there's Coinbase, there's Iris Energy, there's MSTR, there's DeFi Technologies, and the list goes on, right? All these other names are a lot more prominent in the market, have bigger market cap, and people, just to be honest with you, care more about these names. So for me personally, and again, none of this is financial advice, I'd rather have my eggs in some of those names versus something that's pretty stale in the market right now. That doesn't mean I don't think there's opportunity. It's just my opinions have slightly changed. And a big reason I think my opinions are changing of this matter is just simply because, like, when I look at what Wonderfi does in the crypto space, I think other companies are doing better, right? If you just look at Coinbase, it's the leader when it comes to the exchanges. Coinbase has a lot of cryptocurrencies listed way before some of these other exchanges. Not only that, they're global, entirely global, right? Like, you can trade Coinbase anywhere in the world, where you look at Wonderfi and you can only really trade, BitBuy and Coinberry and some of trade onto their platforms if you're in Canada or in Australia, right? So they're just a lot smaller market. They aren't addressing as many people as I thought they would, and it doesn't look like to me that they're as hungry for growth as some of the other companies I've mentioned, which is fine. It doesn't mean the stock's going to perform terribly, but I do think that is a major, kind of downfall on their end. You look at Novogratz, he's always speaking about the company and how much shares he has. Very, very vocal. You see DeFi Technologies, you have Russell Starr, you have Curtis Schloffman, all of these guys on the DeFi team talking out in public about the company. Again, you have Anthony Pompliano talking about DeFi Technologies. You have MicroStrategy. Michael Saylor's out there talking about the company, talking about Bitcoin. It's really quiet on Wonderfi's end. So I think that could be affecting their performance, because it seems like their management doesn't really seem to, care that much. And again, this is just my opinion. Another thing I kind of want to mention is, like, these are just questions I ask myself, right? And why my opinion and my thesis has sort of changed on the name is just because, well, what does Wonderfi do that Coinbase doesn't? Like, somebody coming new into crypto is going to want to use Coinbase versus Wonderfi. It's just more easily accessible, more known, more popular, more cryptocurrencies to trade from. And a lot of the times when these new people come into crypto, they're not buying Bitcoin, they're not buying Ethereum. They're buying these obscure altcoins and meme coins that are listed on the Coinbase and other exchanges where, BitBuy, Coinberry, CoinSmart, these exchanges aren't getting these coins until it's way later, right? So that's another downfall on their end. But enough of that kind of point of view. I kind of want to highlight some of the technicals. I do own some shares of Wonderfi, very very small portion of my portfolio. It's more so just to have for exposure to the name. But one of the bullish things I see is, right, we're hanging out above 2023's resistance here. We're hanging out here, kind of trying to develop a base on top of it. I like to see that. That is, in my opinion, a good sign. The only shitty part is we're under the 50-day, we're under the 100-day. If you change this, I believe we're under almost all the major EMA levels. We're hanging out under them, right? 21 EMA, we're under that. That's not what you want to kind of like hold your money in, especially if you're trying to see a return, right? If you have the rest of the crypto space, performing really well, and then you have Wonderfi performing poorly, it leaves you to question, why am I holding this? Is it because I think there's going to be a massive move? Is it because I understand fundamentals about the company that I think are proved to be bullish? Like why hold this when there's opportunity in other places? I'm not being bearish, but this is just my opinion and what I've noticed, and in terms of like, potentially being wrong on the total thesis. I thought this would be a better performer by now. One thing that I do see from a bullish perspective that is enticing is we're starting to see the bullish divergence develop from the RSI to stock price. Right, so stock's price has been pretty flat. You're starting to see the RSI pick up here. Usually that's an indication that prices could potentially start to ramp up from here. The RSI is creating higher highs and higher lows, where price is just staying flat. This is an indication that we might be able to see a potential increase in price in the next few weeks, days, months. Other than that, that's pretty much my thoughts on Wonderfi. There is upside, just in terms of having a bigger bag. I'd rather have my names in other equities, so that's why I haven't been posting too much. But that's pretty much it, guys. Peace.